right. Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers, and peace and blessing and salutation to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to this truth, all right, through faith in Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, okay? And what I want to get into tonight, all right, this evening, dealing with an atmosphere of faith, all right, in the sanctuary healing, okay? And this lesson was inspired by some reading I was doing last night, all right, in the GNT, in the book of Mark, all right, the 5th chapter, starting at like the 21st verse, okay? And this is an account of Yahweh Shah, doing miracles, okay? And for us to get, through what we're going to have to go through, all right, as believers, okay? Those who are truly in the faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, it's going to take miracles, Us getting out of here is going to be nothing short, okay, of miracle after miracle, man, until that ultimate deliverance. All right, at the time of Yahweh Shah making his second appearing in the earth, okay, as a conqueror and a deliverer, okay, and we're in the times now, as we as believers, are maturing in this thing, we're outgrowing this world, okay, and this world is full of confusion, doubt, people are more confused than they ever been, okay, and as things get worse, doubt is going to increase in the earth, okay, matter of fact, let's get there real quick in the book of Second Esdras, the 5th chapter. All right, this is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 5, and verse 1. It says, "Nevertheless, concerning the tokens, behold, the token is a sign." Okay, and this Bible is full of prophecy. Okay, and signs of things that will be happening leading up to prophecy, man. Okay, it says, "Behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith." Okay, and we coming into the time where doubt is going to be at an all-time high. Confusion is going to be at an all-time high. The Lord is going to allow the devil, to cause mass confusion and doubt in the earth. Okay, the earth is going to be full of uncertainty, man. Okay, because during this grace period is our time, all right, as believers, all right, that the hopeful elect of Israel will be rooted in this faith. Okay, but we come into a time where the earth is going to be barren of faith, man, because everything that our people trust in, whether it's their jobs, money, their clout, their circumstances, okay, everything that our people trust in is going to fail them. This government, okay, because even our people, that it's on this Trump tip, that's going to fail them. That's going to begin to work against them. Everything that our people, trust in is getting ready to work against them. Okay? And that's going to destroy any belief system that our people have. Okay? And this is why the Lord has us being separated and growing in faith, while these people are growing in confusion and doubt. We're going to see the value of faith in something beyond this society when this place crashes more and more. Okay? So, reading on, hold on, let me close this window. All right, so, reading on, it says, "But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, and thou and that thou hast heard long ago." Yeah, because it's going to get way worse. This is just the beginning. We're at the tip of the iceberg of things getting bad. Things going from bad to worse, from worse to worse. Okay, all the way up until the missiles come. All right, and we're going to have to operate, in unmovable faith in these times, and this is why the Lord has us separated around those that are like minded. You know, iron sharpening iron. Okay, is it I think that's it. Let's see. I think that's in Proverbs. All right, so you go here to Proverbs 27. Okay, this is Proverbs 27 and 17. It says, "Iron sharpeneth iron." Okay, so a man sharpening the countenance of his friend. So faith increases faith. You know, and that's why, the Lord has us around each other. And that's why we have the internet. We can go live, we can put up videos, you know, at a steady rate, at a frequent rate. Okay, the brother Eliasha Woman just dropped the news and prophecy. Just got the, and it's called Exciting Times. 2025 will be interesting. That's the name of Eliasha Woman, News and Prophecy, man. So that's why the Lord got brothers sharpening each other. You know, you believers, you can watch and be sharpened constantly, man, in the faith, built up continually in the faith. Okay, so iron is sharpening iron. Faith is increasing faith. Okay, the true church of Yahweh will be an atmosphere of faith, man. Okay, and that's what Yahweh is dealing with. So when you go um, to the account, let's get that in. This is the book of Mark, chapter 5, verse 21. It says Yahweh went back across to the other side of the lake. There at the lakeside, a large crowd gathered together around him. Jairus, an official of the local synagogue, arrived, and when he saw Yahweh, he threw himself down at his feet and begged him earnestly, "My little daughter is very sick. Please come and place your hands on her so that she will get well and live." Then Yahweh started off with him. So many people were going along with Yahweh that they were crowding him from every side. So you have to imagine Yahweh walking, and it's just a big crowd around every side, and he's just walking in the midst of that crowd, you know, because the fame of miracles will go abroad, and Jake, would want to see you have some sincere Jakes that was coming to hear the word, was you had a lot of Jake, they wanted to see, okay, and it says, um, there were a woman who suffered terribly from severe bleeding for 12 years. Even though she had been treated by many doctors, she had spent all her money, but instead of getting better, she got worse all the time. Okay? And this lets you know because this woman represents Israel. Okay? As we fell away from who we were for a period of time. All right? It goes into a period of time, her, having this, this ailment. Okay? And for the longest, we had an ailment as a people. Okay? We were suffering. And there was no healing for us in this earth. Okay? Psychology can only do so much. Okay? Rehab can only do so much because you can go to rehab and get off drugs. Okay? But you still believe in this American system. You're still a Christian. Okay? See, Yahweh deals with the source. All right? And you go to Jeremiah, because we was wounded because of disobedience, and the one that wounded us is the only one that can heal us, man. And that's why we're being healed under Yahweh. This is a sanctuary of us healing, man. So you go here because you can't get healed. Okay, the wounds that we have as a people, as Israelites, there's no healing in the earth for us, man. It has to come from on high through Yahweh Bashem Shai. Because you go here, Jeremiah 30. All right. And in 12 it says, "For thus said the Lord, thy bruise, okay, is incurable, and thy wound is grievous, man." So the Lord called our wound incurable, and thy bruise incurable, and our wound is grievous, man. And you look at what has happened to us from the slave ships, through the Jim Crow era and through the enchantments of the 60s on up, through the music, to the movies and black exploitation, the crack epidemic. Okay? Hey, the Lord, all right, hey, was allowing us to be wounded. Okay? But only the elect will be healed from their wound. Outside of Yahweh Shah intervening in our situation, there's no healing that is going to go into. There is none to plead our cause. Yeah, anywhere in the earth. And just like Elder Yashua been saying, you niggas are jumping up and down to bring the heathen into the covenant, saying the heathen can be saved, and but there is no nationality on the earth, okay, that's pleading for the cause of you niggas, man. There's no nationality with all this international trade and these billions and trillions of dollars are being made. No one is coming to your aid in any type of way. Okay? You niggas are not coming up, okay, when it comes to these summits. If anything, just to make sure you niggas are still at the bottom. Okay? Not knowing who you are. Going to Psalms 83. Alright? The Lord is pissed at the heathen because all they want to do is forward the affliction of Israel. Okay? And all, you black ass niggas that know that you Israelites, you want to extend mercy to them when they're not thinking about you, man. Okay? Nobody is pleading, all right, to try to cure the wound. Okay? You Israelites, man. Okay? It said, there is none to plead our cause that thou mayest be bound up. It said, thou hast no healing medicines. Thou hast no healing medicines, man. Okay? Because outside of this truth, that's the only thing that, because being a nigga, that's a mental illness, man. Trying to live and mimic a nigga, that's a true mental illness, man. Okay? Feminism, that's a true mental illness. We see it. Look how Eve is reacting to the election results, man. That's a mental illness we're witnessing, man. For someone to act like that and react like that, that's a true illness. Okay? And outside of Yahweh Shai, you can't heal from it. The only reason we're not trying to be niggas and chase the bag and still, infatuated with Eve and, it's because Yahweh Shah started their healing process. Now we're all in different phases. Okay? The reason you women are not on that feminist tip is because you're under those men that's healing under Yahweh Shah. Okay? If it wasn't so, we would still be trying to be niggas, or if we was, okay, let's say we outgrow being a nigga, then what? You gonna be a Republican? You see? You're gonna try to be, this community activist. Still, all right, not cured. Okay? The only path to being cured is through Yahweh Shah. So that woman, and she was spending, all that money with the physicians of the earth, and it got worse. Okay? And you look at the condition of our people, are they going forward or backwards, man? Okay? They're going backwards, they're getting worse. You see? And it says, let's go back. Okay? Let's get Isaiah 1 and 3. It's the book of Isaiah 1 and 3. It said, the ox knows his owner, and the ass his master crib. But Israel do not know, my people do not consider. And see, one of the first phases of us healing is getting our identity back, man. For the longest we've been giving these identities, okay, from the enemy, man. African American, okay? Those are 2 Edomites, okay? Black, colored, Negro, all these different identities that was given to our people, Latino, Native American, okay? All these bywords that was given to us, they wasn't attached to anything. The cotton fields, or, the Native American was just savages over here before, the good Edomite Christians came over here and civilized them. Okay? We were savages in Africa, then they came and got us and civilized us. Okay, there was a narrative, man. Okay, that our origin, is pretty much unimportant and irrelevant until we got under the so-called white man. Then we started to progress. Okay, under all these different identities, it's not us, man. Nah, man, we're Israelite. So the first phase of us healing is us coming back to our identity, man. Because as an Israelite, we have a standard as a people. Okay, and this is why we get into this Bible. Once we know that we're Israelites, this Bible reads different. Especially when you mix it with the Holy Spirit, the faith. Because we have to believe we Israelites. And then when the Spirit kicks in, hey, the Bible reads different. We read these accounts, we read them different. That's why we can get into these accounts in a whole nother way now. Okay, because we're healing. Because we read the Bible when we was sick. When we was through. Okay, but when we got our identity back, when we knew the names of our power, okay, what happened? We began to heal. You see, and we're still healing. You know, but you can see the progress. You can see, us as a people being rehabilitated. Those that truly believe. And it shows by their new way of thinking. Okay, their new way of living. Okay, and it says verse 4 says, a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters, and our people are infested with sin. And that's why Esau, he loves to create what? An atmosphere. Okay? Since I put that in the title, atmosphere, let's get that word, which we know, could be talking about um, the surroundings of the earth, those areas of the earth, in the heavens, all right, in the sky. And then you go into definition 2, just a quick Google definition. It says the pervading tone or mood, all right, of a place, situation, or work of art. Okay? So the tone and the mood that Esau loves to have our people in is sin. Because sin creates a very mental illness for Israelites, man. Okay? And Esau loves to have an atmosphere of sin. The music, the TV, the movies, okay? The philosophies. He loves to have our people in the atmosphere of sin. All right? And we see the results of that, man. Our people go further and further backwards, as they have a culture that glorifies sin. Okay? Which plays a major part in their illness, man. Okay? And we was in that madness, man. But we was pulled out of darkness into this light, man, through the gospel, man. Okay? It says they have provoked the Holy One of Israel into anger. They are going away backward, getting worse. Why should you be stricken anymore? You will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the heart is faint, which is the mind. For the sole of the foot, even to the head, there is no sound in sin, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. They have been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. Okay? So our people are only getting worse because these wounds, Esau, like I say, with the enchantments, he's doing nothing but opening the wounds up more, putting salt in the wounds. Okay? This is the only thing this devil is doing, man. Okay? Each hot, the next hottest rapper is always worse or more degenerate than the previous one. Okay? He's constantly dropping our people lower and lower, man. And opening the wounds up more and more. Okay? I had I was talking to young Jake, and he was telling me about his homeboy, because you got, Hinds County, that's what Jackson, where we teach. It's like 92% niggas, okay? And pretty much Jake, it's like nigga paradise. Niggas do all type of crimes and, get away with it. But it's like a criminal paradise. But right there on the outskirts of Hinds County, where Jackson is at, you got Rankin and Madison County, and those Edomites out there don't play with niggas. Okay, it's a completely different atmosphere than Jackson and Rankin County and Madison County. Okay, and you had Jake told me about his homeboy, who stole the car, You know, they robbed a white lady, an Edomite lady out here, stole a car, and the judge gave him 20 years. And I was like, damn. I said, so how he react to that? He was like, man, he took it on the chin. He was like, his own. Jake told me his homeboy that got 20 years. He said it was like he got what he been wanting, you know, because Jake told me that they had an older Jake, a homeboy, that went to prison, and he got out, and he was around them bragging about uh, what he was doing in prison and what was going on in prison. And his homeboy used to always talk about it every day, saying what he would do if he was in prison. You know, he was infatuated with it. Okay, because of Jake, I was I was taking him to work. So Jake said he separated from them niggas, man. He wasn't trying to get caught up in there. So Jake, you know, he separated from them. You know, which he's working Jake. All right, but he said his homeboy used to talk every day about what he would do if he was in prison. You know, like he was infatuated with it. And that's an illness, man. That's a goddamn illness, man. You know, niggas look at going to prison, okay, as a rite of passage, man. Okay, they look at that as if uh, 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 that's a stripe, a badge of honor. Okay, and then the way our people glorify them niggas, it's all an illness, man. The way our people glorify them niggas and the way them niggas is infatuated with prison life, that's a mental illness, man. That's a wound. Okay, that's a true mental illness, man. To be infatuated with their life, man. Okay, well you gotta fight for survival every day. You gotta fight for your manhood. Okay, you just around you someone telling you when to wake up, go to sleep. Okay, and you bragging about it, man. That's a terrible mental illness, man. And the people that glorify it on the outside, Eve love them niggas more than anybody. That's a true illness, man. Okay, and unless Howard Shire intervenes, man, our people a lot of our people are never going to recover from these different illnesses, man. That's just one, of many. I just thought about that story because when Jake told me that, I'm like, it's a true mental illness niggas got, man. You know, um, let's go from there. Let's go back to the account in Mark. All right, so you go to the book of Mark, chapter 8, and chapter 5, okay, in verse 27. It says she had heard about Yahushua, so she came, all right, in the crowd behind him, saying to herself, if I if I just touch his clothes, I will get well. So her mindset was locked in faith. She had unmovable faith. And for a woman, to work her way through the crowd, she had to labor for that healing, man. That wasn't easy. Tell her what she started from and what she worked her way to get to Yahweh. She worked for that, man. Okay? Because belief produces works. When you want to do something, okay, you start removing obstacles. You immediately start removing obstacles and you get in motion. When you believe something, you get in motion and you start moving obstacles, man. When Jake want to do something, Jake don't have no excuses for what they want to do. Okay? You got to make Jake do certain things because they don't want to do. You got to keep reminding them. But when Jake want to do something, Jake has no excuses. Jake finds a way. Jake is very resilient, okay, when they got something that they want to do. Okay? So she showed a lot of resilience, to even just work her way and get to Yahweh, man. Okay? So you keep reading, it says, saying to herself, if I just touch his clothes, I will get well. She touched his cloak, and her bleeding stopped at once, and she had the feeling inside herself that she was healed of her trouble. At once, Yahushua knew that power had gone out of him, so he turned around in the crowd and asked, who touched my clothes? His disciple answered, you see how the people are crowding you. Why do you ask who touched you? So he was smothered by people. Okay, but what it shows you is that he felt, all right, the faith of that woman. You know, he felt, power, leaving him and going into her. Okay, out of all those people, man, faith. That's another thing. Faith stands out. That stands out to Yahushua. You read these accounts, faith stands out to Yahushua, man. You know, and the majority of the time, he just wants us to believe. All the time, he wants us to believe. Okay, and he'll create the circumstances to where we gotta believe, man. Because we can think we have it figured out, but nah, he'll shake it up so we can believe more, man. You know, the Lord is all about creating controversy in our situation and making us trust and believe, man. Putting up, little obstacles or resistance. See if we're gonna have any resilience and faith. You know, and it says, keep reading. It says his disciple answered, "You see how the people are crowding you. Why do you ask who touched you?" But Yahushua just kept looking around to see who had done it. The women realized what had happened to her, so she came trembling with fear, knelt at his feet, and told him the whole truth. Yahushua said unto her, "My daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace and be healed of your trouble." While Yahushua was saying this, some messengers came from Jairus' house and told him, "Your daughter has died. Why bother the teacher any longer?" So Yahushua said her faith made her whole, and that's what's making us. That's what's perfecting us through this healing process and just believing, going through the motion and believing, man. You know, it's perfecting us all the way because we're gonna have to believe all the way until we're changed, man. That's why Yahushua known as what? The author and finisher of our faith. Because we're going to have to believe until we get those new bodies. We're going to have to trust in Yahushua. Okay? Missiles in the air. We're going to have to believe. Okay? And when we're changed, hey, that's going to be the finisher of our faith, man. Okay? So now he's getting back because it's pretty much a 2-for-1 because he's on the way to resurrect. Okay? This little Israelite girl. Okay, which Israel being like, their little maid. Okay, because we died as a people, we fell away to these bywords and to these customs of the heathen. We fell away from who we were. Okay, so he was on the way to heal her. Then he healed that woman in the process. She got a healing while he was on the way to do another miracle, man. And Jacob's trouble is going to be miracle after miracle of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah coming through, man. Okay, so you read on and say, "Why Yahushua?" It's verse 34. It says, Yahushua said to her, "My daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace and be healed of all your trouble." While Yahushua was saying this, some messengers came from Jairus' house and told him, "Your daughter has died. Why bother the teacher any longer?" Yahushua paid no attention to what they said, but told him, "Don't be afraid, only believe." So Yahushua said he didn't even pay attention to what them niggas said, man. He like, look, don't look. I'm me. Look, just believe. Okay, and that's the mindset we gotta have, cause it's we always, there's always someone, on the outside looking in. They saying, throwing, whether they directly, say something, where they just throw little slick shots like. No, we to the point we not caring, man. These little scoffers and TikTokers and all this madness. Somebody always got a complaint, and oh, I left the coat and all this. They don't even matter. Okay, your unbelief, all right, doesn't even register. We shouldn't even let unbelief register to us, man. Okay, we're not here to figure out why anyone don't believe. We shouldn't marvel at it. It's already written. That's part of our faith too, that there's going to be some that don't believe. The majority not going to believe. Okay? That's why it's broken down with the hopeful elect 1/3 and 2/3. So we understand when we see most of our people not believing, well, that's part of our faith. That's written. Okay? So the things that they do and say, they should be a non-factor in how we move, man. Okay? It says, then um, he did not let anyone else go on with him except Peter and James and his brother John. Yeah, so when they showcase unbelief, Yahweh Shai, all right, left them where they was at, man. And when it was time for him to do a miracle, he needed an atmosphere of faith around him. Okay? He got rid of he left them on the outside with their doubt. Okay? And so you keep reading, it says, um, they arrived at Jairus' house where Yahushua saw the confusion and heard all the loud crying and wailing. He went in and said unto them, why all this confusion? Why are you crying? The child is not dead, she is only sleeping. They started making fun of him, so he put them all out, took the child's father and mother and his 3 disciples and went into the room where the child, all right, was lying. So Yahushua steady putting niggas out, man. You know, he said, look, she not dead, she sleep. See, they not considering who was saying this. Okay? Showing you that they didn't believe. So what happened? He got put out too, man. It was just him and Peter, James, and John. So he cleared out the outside area. He cleared out the house, you know. And this is what the Lord has us doing, man, clearing things out, man. You know, like we in the time now where we have to be in the atmosphere of faith, man. We can't be around that unbelief and doubt, man, like that, man. That's why Scripture says, "Thou be around the indiscreet, observe the time, but be continually around men of understanding." Okay, so hey, we that's why we're continually, you know, around each other. All right, whether we in these camps or whether we on these live screens, man, we're always around each other, man, because it's an atmosphere of faith, and you don't get this anywhere else, man. You know, I say everyone else is is increasing in confusion and doubt, but we increasing in what we believe, man. Okay, so it says he took. They started making fun of him, so he put them all out. Took the child's um, father and mother and his 3 disciples. All right, so the father and mother was there, and went into the room where the child was lying. He took her by the hand and said to her, Talitha Kahum, which means little girl, I tell you to get up. Okay, so this was Yahweh Shah making a command. Okay, and that spirit came back down, showing you Yahweh Shah the authority that Yahweh Shah had. He called that spirit from the spiritual realm. He made a commandment. He was on earth, but he summoned that spirit back into their body, showing you that authority Yahweh Shah had, man, even before, you know, he was glorified after the crucifixion, man. Okay? How much more so now? That's why we gotta look at death different, man, going into this time, man. Okay? That's a possibility, hey, but we built for it, man. Okay? And we're of that number. All right? It says she got up at once and started walking around. She was 12 years old. Back to number 12. The woman had the issue of blood 12 years. All right? The 12 tribes. She was 12-year old when she got healed. The 12 tribes. Okay? The elect from all the tribes are being healed, are being resurrected, man. Okay? And in belief, it says when this happened, they were completely amazed. But Yahushua gave them strict orders not to tell anyone, and he said, give her something to eat. And what are we being as we've been awakened, okay? As we've been, you know, born again, all right, as we've been resurrected from death, okay? So the way of thinking of this world, now we've begun to eat of Yahushua. We maintain ourselves, okay? That's our regimen, you know? Because people, when they heal, you know, from certain things, they have a different regimen, okay, and how they move and how they deal. And our regimen is Yahweh Shah now. So we're healing, and we keep a healthy dose of Yahweh Shah, you know, in the diet, man. Okay? So, yeah, that was the point. You know, there's a lot more scriptures to get into, you know, but I believe, you know, the point was made. You know, hey, you know, this ministry is a true sanctuary of healing, okay? And the Lord is dealing, you know, with an atmosphere of faith, man. You know, especially going into these times. You know, so Lord will, you brothers, all right, and you sisters was edified. Till next time I say shalom. Kwam Yasha'Allah, Abba, soon, shalom.